Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here. In this video, I'm going to talk about some more leaks that have been given to us by JT Prime 17 over on TFW 2005. He found 2 more listings, and I'm talking awfully fast. Maybe I should slow it down. Okay, thanks to JT Prime 17 over on TFW 2005. He has found 2 more listings for Studio Series 86, and this is going to be Studio Series figures that will come out in 2025. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the Party Wagon TMNT crossover collab with Transformers. Just give my thoughts and opinions on how I think that's probably going to end up. So before I get into the meat and potatoes of my video, I'm going to say thank you to all my members of my YouTube channel and to all my subscribers. Thank you very much. And I'm making a lot of these kind of videos lately. I haven't really got much new stuff to review so far this year. Not too much stuff has piqued my interest, at least in Transformers. I've got a few other things which I'll probably review, but they don't get the views. Of course, a lot of my videos don't get the views they used to because I don't know what YouTube's doing with this algorithm thing. But back to this video on hand. Now we got 2 more listings here for Studio Series 86 coming out in 2025, and these are both going to be leader class price points here. I'm not going to say leader class figures because now it's all just based on price point, not the actual size of the toy you're getting. So the first one we're going to get is a leader Galvatron. Now, I did see some comments, people saying that we just got Galvatron. It's awfully soon. But you have to remember, too, we've got Ultra Magnus. And we got Magnus in Siege. And we got Magnus in Kingdom, which was a slight retooling of the Siege mold. And then, of course, we got that dirty marshmallow-looking burnt marshmallow version as in a box or whatever. But we got Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus just last year, Commander class. So they only gave us like 3 years difference between the Kingdom and then the Studio Series. So Studio Series 86 Leader Class Galvatron has been found for listing. It does not say package refresh. There's no PR next to it. I don't know if it's an oversight based on the listing, oversight on JT Prime. I don't know if it's going to be a new mold. Now, Galvatron, he's down here. This is my Kingdom. I think it's the one with the correct shoulders. I do have another one with the shoulders are lower. I did remove the battle damage off of him, or the battle scarring. So this mold here, it's a nice Galvatron mold. It's maybe a little bit big and bulky, but he does do both modes very well, the cannon mode and the robot mode. If it's going to be a new one, I'm sure they might just do a retooling maybe of this current Galvatron, clean him up a little bit, and maybe just I don't know what else they could really do to him. Maybe try to fix some of the articulation, because when you do certain things, you kind of lose like the waist articulation based on how this is pegged in back here. And when you peg these in, you lose the arm swivels. You got to untab it. I don't know, but it doesn't say package refresh, so we might be getting a new leader class Galvatron. We just got him in Kingdom as well, and we got him package refreshed already at the beginning of Legacy in the first line. So it's been about the same amount of time. So if we got a Magnus, we could definitely still get a Galvatron here. So the second listing we have is for Studio Series 86 Leader Class Megatron. So we're going to get a Studio Series 86 Megatron to go with our Commander Class 86 Optimus Prime. Now, they have said before, I think mentioned that if they did Megatron in the 86, they can't do him as a gun. He'd be a tank. I'm fine with the tank. I prefer it to be G1. If it's not really Studio Series if it can't mimic the Studio Series. Now, it's supposed to be, everything's supposed to be how it was in the movie or the cartoon or whatever. And they're not going to be able to do that, but they're probably going to try to get them as close to cartoon or movie accurate as possible, at least for the robot mode. Now, there may be some changes for some of the kibble and stuff that's going to go on the back to form a tank mode. It's going to be a leader class. We got this Megatron, all that from Siege and everything, Earthrise. He's always been Voyager class. So you can see the difference here with him and Galvatron. Galvatron is bigger. So I don't know how they're going to do Megatron here. It is interesting. Maybe they can sneak in a hidden gun mode somehow out of that. I'm sure somebody can fan mode something out of it. It depends on the figure they do give us. And I'm open for a new Megatron. My Earthrise is yellowed badly. I am down for that 3-pack of figures is Shockwave, Megatron, and Soundwave. Just because my Soundwave has yellowed, my Megatron has yellowed, my Shockwave has not. But I'm thinking about canceling that now because I don't really care for the Earthrise look of the Megatron. head sculpt, but he looks fine in that set because they are painted him. He's more white, I believe. It's been a while since I looked at the pictures. But if we're going to get a Studio Series Leader Class 86, you know, wow, screwed that up. A Studio Series 86 Leader Class Megatron, and next year, I'm open to see how that's going to look, but we probably got a while before we see any kind of reveals of that. But I really doubt he'd be any kind of gun. But I wonder, being a leader class, they got to do something. He's got to come with more pieces. I wonder if he's going to be parts forming. That way you can give him a cartoon accurate robot mode, but then add pieces on for the alt mode. I don't know how they're going to do that, especially him being at the leader class price point. Maybe it's going to give him more articulation. Maybe they're going to give him maybe some ratchet joints. Or they can just give Megatron some of the other accessories he had in the 86 movie, like the gun he used to kill Optimus Prime and the lightsaber he used to slice him open. But it's got my interest peaked, and I want to see what they're going to do with Megatron. If they're actually going to do this in the leader class price point for Studio Series 86. Remember, all this is stuff to change. It is, you know, a year out for this stuff. But, you know, they got to plan their toys early. But things can always get canceled, pushed back to other lines. We've seen that before, especially with, I think Gear's supposed to come out in Kingdom, or he was at least on the artwork for Kingdom. The Studio Series 86 Hound, the Transformers Studio Series Hatchet, they've all been pushed back, and we're getting them now. Now I'm going to talk about the crossover, the collab from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers, getting the TMNT Party Wagon. Now, I was hoping for something big, kind of like how the G.I. Joe collabs are. You can actually put G.I. Joe figures in them, but all that's owned by Hasbro. Hasbro owns G.I. Joe. Hasbro owns Transformers. They don't own Turtles. So what I'm figuring there is this going to be like the Back to the Future Gigawatt, or the the Ghostbusters Ecto-1, the Stranger Things. I don't know if he's on the camera, he's not here in the front of the thing, but what I figure they're going to do, we've seen the Studio Series Wheeljack from Rise of the Beast, right? Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do the Party Wagon based off the original toy look or off the cartoon look. I think it's slightly different. But I think it's based off a VW van, and Wheeljack from Rise of the Beast is, I wonder if they're going to take that mold and retool it into that, which would make sense. They took the Siege Sideswipe mold, retooled that into Gigawatt, however you want to say it, and then they took the Combiner Wars Onslaught and Hotspot mold, and they heavily retooled that to get the Ecto-1. I can't remember the Ectotron. I can't remember his name. It's been so long. To get that figure out of that mold. So I can see him taking that Wheeljack and doing some heavy retooling. He's got the base alt mode. Change things around to get a decent robot mode. Even the robot mode he has now is reminiscent of the new, like, Donatello and stuff. And he's got glasses. I mean, he could be Donatello. I mean, the current way he actually looks, he looks sort of like the Donatello who's been in the movies lately. He had goggles, he's had glasses, and Wheeljack from Rise of the Beast had glasses. I mean, hell, they could just paint that sucker up different colors. Turtles colors, green, paint it like he's got a shell. Boom, we got Donatello. I don't know. I'm afraid it's going to be a letdown. I don't want to get my hopes up too high for that figure. I'll wait to see how the future holds. But it's just an idea. I saw somebody talking about that. I saw some pictures, and I was like, I bet they're going to do that. And it makes sense. They're not going to probably make something brand new. They didn't do that for the Back to the Future or the Ghostbusters mold. They used something that already existed and just worked around that. They did that for the Universal Monsters. Impactor into the Frankenstein monster. They did shoot, I can't remember his name, but the bat dude into Dracula. Can't remember his name at the moment. My mind is pooh. But they're taking what they already got and just retool things or redeco things into that kind of stuff. So it makes sense. That's what they're probably going to do. It's going to be something that's sort of existing. Now the Stranger Things van, they did pretty much do a whole new thing. Now they could work from that mold and just change out the parts and to resemble the VW. So I don't know. That's just me spitballing here. I'm just throwing some ideas out, just thinking out loud. Just trying to generate some conversation on my channel. I haven't been reviewing as many things. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I haven't bought very many Transformers this year. Not much has piqued my interest. I want to get something United. I want to get the animated Prime, animated Bumblebee. I haven't got them yet. Things I have got right before Christmas, or right after New Year, I've already either reviewed or it's been reviewed to death. I might not even review it. I have been picking up a lot of old school wrestling figures. I don't say old school figures, but figures based on old school wrestlers. I did get some old Jack Specific classic superstars, and I've gotten some of the new WWE elites. And once I started buying these again, the whole Vince McMahon thing happened, and God, I picked the wrong week to start collecting wrestling figures again. But it is what it is with that. Just watching this long-winded review. Until the next one's a review video. Peace out.